Hi guys, I'm Dr. Heather Hirsch, and this video, being the start of 2025, I thought I would go over some of the things that I do as a 42-year-old mom of three, physician, and midlife and menopause expert in my daily routines that have really helped me, amp up my health and wellness game. Anything from things I like to do in my daily routine to my exercise. I have heard a lot of you want to know what I do, and if it helps at all, then I'm happy to share. The other thing is that actually there was a study that came out a long time ago. I learned about this way back in medical school, that if a doctor says, hey, it's probably a good idea to quit smoking, it's actually very effective, even though we think that just saying that is not enough. So even though there may not be anything earth-shattering in this video that is anything specific or, novel to me, I thought that just by sitting down, walking you through some of the things that I do, that maybe it will inspire you, and who knows, maybe it will really be almost like having your own little doctor's visit. Now, I am a doctor, I'm not your doctor. If you would love to see me or my team, definitely check all the links in the description below. I have a private telemedicine practice. We take patients in almost all 50 states. It's an amazing place. I've got tons of videos here on YouTube that you can check out, all about learning how you can really have a wonderful journey through perimenopause to menopause. Okay, let's get into my life. As I mentioned before, there's nothing particularly special about me or anything that I do, but I'm happy to share my journey if it resonates with anyone. I was always somebody who loved exercising, and specifically cardio. Here I am very blessed to have my Peloton tread and my Peloton bike. My tread's over here. And I ran several marathons when I was in medical school, even ran the Boston Marathon in 2009. If I can find a picture, we'll throw it up. And I just loved going out for long periods of time and doing some of that, long distance type of training. I always thought I was going to exercise my entire life, but like many of my patients, after having 3 children and then building businesses, there became a time in my life where I did not exercise. And actually, if anything, I just really lost a lot of muscle mass. So when it came time to exercising again, this time I thought I really needed some help and some support. So what I was lucky and blessed enough to do is, actually my friend is a trainer, and she comes and she helps to train me build some muscle. Yeah, look at that. And I did something I didn't do many years ago, which is actually lifting weights. Lifting weights, of course, this is nothing you haven't heard. You might be living under a rock if you haven't heard that women should be lifting weights. But I'm gonna say this, and I will definitely stick to this. If you really want to change your physique, if you really want to help improve your metabolism, if you really want to try to help stop the dreaded meno belly, I hate saying that because not everyone gets it, you need to lift weights. Now, how heavy? I don't know. I'm definitely not a personal trainer. I do think it's very individualized, and I think lifting weights not only helps your physique, your metabolism, your muscle mass, but your bones. And as women lose estrogen, our metabolism shifts, our insulin resistance goes up, and we definitely lose bone density. So you are going to want to pick up some heavy weights. Now, again, I have done this with the help of a trainer, and it was really fascinating to find out that my form was pretty bad. Now, I said I was a runner. I also did a lot of CrossFit before I had children, and I thought CrossFit was great. I thought it was really strong, but it is definitely different if you ever have the luxury to have someone watch you like a hawk when you're squatting, because they will tell you what side is weak, what shoulder is weak. And this is also why it may be particularly helpful if you have weak spots, if you have the ability to have a trainer, or even one time with a trainer, you might need a phenomenal physical therapist who could also help you work on those spots that are weak. Now, I don't currently have a physical therapist, but I have had pelvic floor physical therapy in the past after the birth of my second, and it was extremely helpful. So lifting weights is something absolutely new that I have done, and I have found an immense love for lifting weights. As a busy working woman, it also doesn't make me as sweaty and as gross, and so it just is very easy to transition from lifting to going back into my daily life. And as silly as that sounds, not having to be drenched in sweat, which I used to love, and I still could use a good 1 or 2 of those once in a while, it is so nice to just be able to freshen up and pop into the next thing that I have to do, feeling energized and feeling really strong. There is nothing like being in midlife, being in the middle that is more difficult. And actually feeling yourself physically get stronger is something that has been just fantastic. And for any of you who already know exactly what I'm saying and who already love to lift, you know this is absolutely true. As a fun fact, I'm filming this, it's January 2025. Me and my friend Lindsay are going to be doing live streaming exercises once a week. If you want to get involved in that, definitely join the link in the description below. It's so much fun. We have been best friends since 8th grade. And as a certified trainer, she's gonna walk through why we're doing some things, why we can do so much with body weight. And as long as I can breathe, I'll be doing some Q&As about menopause, perimenopause, and HRT in between. Along with getting in a lot more weightlifting, I've been able to eat a lot more protein, or focus on eating a lot more protein. It's so, so, so important. And again, while I'm not a personal trainer and I am not a nutritionist, I'm simply a doctor. Like, the amount of protein that we need, we typically underestimate how much we're actually getting. And one of the things I tell my patients often is try to aim for 20 to 25 grams of protein with each meal and with your snacks, so that you're hitting about 80 to 100 grams of protein a day. It's really, really, really hard to do if you've ever tried it. So that includes really filling my fridge with things like cottage cheese, which I love. Some people hate yogurt. For me, I eat meat, so chicken and steak and turkey, eggs, nuts, all those type of things, fish as well. And I even recently enlisted using Methodology, which is a home food service delivery. It is a little bit on the pricier side, but I will say it has stopped me from Uber eating most of the time. If you didn't know, I work from home in my telemedicine practice. It's telemedicine in my house, and I make videos and YouTubes and all those types of things. So it was either, invest in some healthier food choices or Uber Eats all the time. So I've been really able to eat a lot more protein. I've also been upping my supplement game. So I'm really making sure I'm getting vitamin D, I'm getting my B vitamins, and I've also added some creatine. Now, creatine has really been blowing up a lot. It's been very popular, and I really wanted to try it for myself. I've been using Mind Body Green, which I really like, especially if it's flavored and tastes a little bit like berries. I'm all over that. So adding the supplements along with increasing the protein, along with adding the weight-bearing exercises has been so helpful. Next, I really want to tell you what are my daily practices that I do that are keeping me more grounded. Because for the last couple years, I've been busy building a family, building businesses. It's time for me to get a little bit more grounded. So let me tell you what I do for that. All right, so we're back in my office. This is the corner I've currently been filming a lot, so you should probably recognize this. And if you haven't, definitely go binge a bunch of my videos. A lot of things that I like to do that help me stay grounded include waking up and meditating, journaling, and reading. I am a huge and avid reader. I am absolutely one of those girlies that gravitates right towards the self-help aisle, and I really actually find it very, very transformational. I've also been indulging in a couple of different books. I love self-help books because they really give me another perspective on someone else that has either done something or built something or been able to gain wisdom that I haven't yet been able to do, and I definitely consider myself a lifelong learner. I also have been moving into some what you call erotic novels, which is so, so good for libido. So I will put that in there, especially for sexual health. It's really, really good to read these types of books and these types of fantasy novels. And I've also been into things like travel, as I'm also beginning more to realize what are things that I like to do and could I expand a little bit upon the books that I normally read. So every morning I try, am I perfect? Absolutely not. I try and wake up and do a 10 or 15-minute meditation, journal for about 5 minutes, and then if I have a little bit of time throughout the day, I will pick up some of my books and even read a few pages. You would be amazed at how much you can learn with even a few pages of reading a day. Something will stick into your mind. It will change the way you interact during that day. The last thing I will say that I think has been really important in keeping me grounded and something I want to keep doing on is making art. And all of us are artists. For me, actually standing in front of my camera and making educational videos or courses, this is how I create art, and I really, really love it. So create something before you consume something. I am not the first person to say that. I think actually Marie Forleo said it one time, and it just really also stuck with me. And she may not have even been the first one to say it, but really do make something of your own. Whether you actually like to draw, you like to sculpt, you like to sing, you like to dance, whatever it is, it actually probably is something that you do in your work. You just don't know that it's art. So whether it's teaching or it's making videos, it's something. Make sure you do your art every day, and you definitely include some gratitudes. I like gratitude affirmations that you can listen to, and all those things help me stay really, really grounded. All right, if you'd love to work with me, there's lots of ways to do so. I have tons of courses for laywomen, courses for clinicians, and courses for my allied healthcare professionals. So my fitness trainers, my nutritionists, my mental health providers, all in the description below. Go to HatTheHirschAcademy.com. If you want to be a patient of the Hat the Hirsch Collaborative, go to jointhecollaborative.com. It is so transformational, and truly, truly, truly investing in your health is something that is so important. And really that's what I have been kind of walking you through in this entire video. And I hope that I have amazing things that can transform your life. And I also have a book, Unlock Your Menopause Type. If you, someone who likes to read, you can check this out right here. I'm working on another book on perimenopause that's hopefully coming out in 2025. I hope you love the rest of my YouTube channel. Definitely consider subscribing if you haven't already done so. That tells the algorithm that this is the best place for all things midlife and menopause. I have tons and tons and tons of videos on hormone therapy, perimenopause, and menopause. I just wanted to take the beginning of 2025 to give you some of the things and tips and tricks that have been helping me. All right, guys, see you next week for a brand new video. Bye, everyone.